big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me what the tap is.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. It's your favorite guys and Dr. That Girl Henny, and today we are pouring up on a whole smorgasbord of things. But first, if you are new here, welcome. Please be sure to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. Click that notification bell, select all so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And if you are a returning Mob Down Henny Gang member, a year. Now let's get into it. I have not did the year in a long time, right? I have not did the year. Anyway, as you guys can see tonight, it is going down, it is going up, it is going sideways. I cannot believe that I forgot to post this. But tonight we are going to be getting into a little bit of gas, a little bit of docs. Can you pass me my charger for this? It's over here. I'm sorry. A little bit of gas and all of that. So tonight we're going to go ahead. We're going to be getting into a little bit of Cardi B and Akbar V, because the girls are fighting again. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like sick of this whole Akbar versus everybody that Nicki Minaj has an issue with type of thing. Oh, I need some lotion on my elbow. Don't judge me, y'all. Type of thing that she has going on, but it's going on. Chris Brown has lost $13 million in a lawsuit. Wack 100 has said some things about Pooh Shiesty that has everybody side-eyeing him, because for me, it's giving Big U deja vu. The D4VD case with Celeste Rivas Hernandez has a new docu episode that came out on Hulu entitled The Girl in the Trunk. Tacky, right? But that's the name of it. And Fineese2Tymes, Shug, got arrested, and Fineese2Tymes bailed her out. And then finally, we have Soulja Boy Tell 'em. Baby, it looks like Soulja Boy Tell 'em ain't gonna be telling too much, because he got some writs of execution against him, and we're gonna pour up on all of that good-ish. So let's start off with a little Breezy. Now, I can't show you the footage that I've seen online of Breezy at his tour, because you know him and Usher are on tour right now, and the girls are selling their souls. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I could attempt to try to show y'all the footage that I came across, but baby, when I tell you that it's a little risque, it's a little risque, and I am a little nervous to even put it up on the channel. Like, for real though. Baby, they is out there showing us for real. So let's get into this. Let's get into this MSNBC article that they wrote about Chris Brown. And of course, you know, I do have the court docs, so we will be getting into those in a minute. Now, it says on here, Chris Brown must pay his housekeeper $12.9 million after his 200-pound dog mauled her while working at his home. A jury ruled on Tuesday, June 30th, that Brown and his company, Black Pyramid, owe Maria Avila $12.9 million in damages for negligence after the No Guidance singer's Caucasian shepherd, Hades, attacked her for no apparent reason. Now, that's according to Billboard. All right. So, which was the first to report the news. Maria Avila's sister, Patricia Avila, was also awarded $885,000, and $50,000 was awarded to her husband, Oscar Olivo, both of whom also worked for Brown. Now, we don't even need to get into all of that they talking about, because baby, we've got the court docs. Okay, we've got the docs, and we are going to get into them. Baby, let me pull them up for you, because I want to hear what happened and I want to know what happened. And normally I said we're not going to be reading court docs over here, but we're going to just be reading the allegations. Okay, we're going to read the allegations, just a little something. Because I want to know why these other two people got awarded anything. I understand they worked, but what happened? And so let's go ahead and let's pull up. Let's pull up the court doc and let's come on over here. This is where it is. Mind your business. Okay. No, I don't need a generative summary. So let's get this screen how we like the screen. Is it like that? Yep, it's like that. So let's get this like this. And let me clear my throat because we about to go in, baby. All right. So these are the court docs, as y'all can see. Shout out to everybody who is in the chats because the chat is where it's at, of course. All right. So plaintiff, she filed under Jane Doe. Okay. Which we now know her name. Let's get to the meat and the taters. Okay. The factual allegations. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm not going to be calling her Jane Doe. Her name is Maria. So we're going to be calling her Maria. And we're going to be calling Brown Breezy because that's who we know him as. Now, the plaintiff, Maria, is hired by an outside agency to provide housekeeping services for the defendant's premises. On December 12, 2020, plaintiff Maria presented at the residence of Breezy at the direction of the outside agency to perform housekeeping services, right? All right. So, So Maria was invited to be on the premises and was lawfully on the premises at all times herein. Maria was never informed that Breezy would allow large, vicious, biting, killer attack dogs, including the dog believed to be identified as Hades, to roam free around the premises without any leash or not being placed in enclosed dog runs or cages. On this date, Maria checked in with Breezy's security team and was allowed to enter the premises and begin her housekeeping work. Let me zoom in just a little bit because I know some of y'all like to read on your own or, Anyway, at one point in time during her workday, Maria goes to empty the trash in the trash receptacle on the premises. While reaching into the trash receptacle to dispose of trash, a very large brown dog came out of nowhere and viciously and brutally mauls, bites, and attacks Maria. The dog, whom Maria later learns and believes is identified as Hades, began savagely biting her face, her arm, and other parts of her person and body, literally tearing out and ripping off large chunks of her skin from her face and arm. Jeez Louise, that's gruesome. That is gruesome. Maria is a petite female and is physically overpowered by the dog, who becomes even stronger as his level of aggression increases. The dog does not bark or otherwise give any warnings before it bites and attacks Maria. Maria is completely unaware the dog is allowed to roam loose and free around the premises. She's screaming in terror and calling out for help, yet no one came to her assistance. At the time, the occupants of the home included Breezy, his security guards, and security members. As she lay there bleeding profusely, barely able to see as blood is covering her eyes, face, and body, she observes Breezy approach her, standing over her, and he is speaking on his cell phone. Maria hears Breezy talking on his cell phone and instructing his security team to grab all the dogs, remove all the dogs from the property, and leave the premises immediately before the police arrive. So Breezy, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm chuckling because your doggies is fugitives now. I'm sorry, I have to. He done put the dogs on the run, y'all. Anyway. Breezy was essentially instructing the security team to destroy evidence and flee the scene. Maria remains on the ground, bleeding profusely with large chunks of skin missing from her face, arms, and body, and fearing she is going to die. At that moment, Maria reasonably believed that all the occupants of the home had left her there to die. Breezy, his security guards, and other occupants of the home then fled the scene with the dogs. So pause. Breezy, you left this woman bleeding on the ground so you could go help security go move your vicious dogs. Now, I understand and I get it. You know, celebrity homes get robbed. They want to make sure that they are safe, but you have to ensure that the people coming to your property to work for you are safe as well. Like, you can't just go around. Breezy was more concerned with his dogs being safe over the safety of his housekeeper. Child. All right. Defendant Breezy, his security guards, and other occupants of the home. Okay, we read that part already. Okay, so Maria was left alone, bleeding profusely, feeling like she was on the brink of death. The defendants and various other security guards and others then fled the scene, removing the dogs and animals from the premises. The defendants and others, there were no dogs or other animals at the property when police and fire personnel ultimately arrived on the scene. Immediately after the mauling, bites, and attacks, but before police and fire personnel arrived on the scene, Maria is informed that at Breezy's direction, the dog Hades was driven to a nebulous location in Humboldt County by Breezy's security guard and other persons affiliated with or employed by Breezy, who directed them to dispose of the dog immediately for fear of criminal prosecution and other culpabilities. Dispose of the dog. Wait a minute. Breezy, did you unalive that dog? Did you unalive that dog, Breezy? Because when you say dispose of the dog, chat, what y'all think? Do y'all think that he got rid of the dog? He unalived the dog? Jessica. Jessica put the eyes because I want to know, did y'all, because you know, like, okay, so if you've ever watched or ever heard of, I gotta watch what I say. You know how they have dog fights? So he murked it. See, you thinking it too. You thinking it. So it's not just me. You're thinking it too. You think he murked the dog. Okay, because like when a dog has a fight, like when they do the dog fights and a dog gets what's called curd, they will go and dispose of the dogs. She said, keep reading. I will in a minute. Don't rush me, okay? I like to pour my slow. Yeah, he unalived. See? All right, let's see. He said destroy. Okay. Prosecutions. Dispose of the dog immediately. Okay. Maria is informed and believes that Breezy has criminal convictions on his record and or may be on probation, such that any violation of any law may result in criminal prosecution or a probation violation. To protect himself, Breezy sought to destroy the evidence. Here, his dog Hades, and flee the scene, leaving the plaintiff helpless and laying in a blood of her own blood. They meant pool of her own blood. Breezy, Breezy, you killed the dog? He killed the dog, y'all. He killed the dog. Later, defendant Breezy was contacted by the police or other investigating authorities. He informed them that he was the owner of the dog Hades. He claimed responsibility for the dog Hades' involvement, involved in the mauling, bites, and attacks of Maria, but denied any firsthand knowledge about the incident, about how the incident actually happened. Well, he did not lie. He didn't lie. Did he? Okay, I've got to go back and fix that later. I can't fix that right now. He doesn't know. Maria doesn't even know how the dog came to attack her in the first place. All right, so Breezy claimed that the dog Hades had been removed from his property without his knowledge or consent, and immediately following the incident by unknown persons and taken to an unknown location. Okay, so here we got Maria saying that Breezy, he done set the dogs on the run. And Breezy is telling the police, like, nah, man, I don't know where these dogs are. You know, they was taken away from me and to an unknown location. Breezy, you could have lied better here. The information was untrue, as Breezy himself had ordered that the dog be removed from the premises immediately after the bites and attack on the plaintiff, and specifically before police and fire personnel arrived on scene. Defendant Breezy informed the investigating authorities that he would call around to some associates to determine the current location of where the dog Hades was being kept and the name of the person who now had custody of the dog Hades. This information by Breezy was untrue. Breezy was unable and or unwilling to advise the investigating authorities of the exact breed of dog, other than to state he believes the dog was a male Russian breed and was 1.5 years old. Breezy was purposely evasive with this information. Breezy also stated that he was unsure about the dog's vaccination history, including rabies shots, but stated that he would try to get the paperwork together. Breezy never provided paperwork to the investigating authorities. Breezy subsequently contacted investigating officers and informed them that Hades had been removed from his property by a security officer without his consent and given to his cousin's farm in Humboldt. Breezy gave investigating authorities a phone number and later called back to provide some other information about the cousin in Humboldt. Breezy was unsure of his cousin's complete name or how to spell that name, and was unsure of his cousin's address. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to lie better. You got to lie better than this. Mm-mm. Now, y'all know usually I be on Breezy's side. I can't be on Breezy's side with this one. Okay. Okay, hold on one second. I'm sorry. All right. When the investigating officers attempted to follow up on the address provided by Breezy, the address did not exist in Google Maps. Also, the two phone numbers provided by the defendant, Breezy, for his cousin were invalid in that either no one answered the phone or the outgoing message for both phone numbers indicated that the voicemail had not been set up. Investigating officers sent text messages to both numbers requesting return calls, but no one returned these calls or responded to these text messages. Investigating law enforcement and other public agencies followed up with the security guards who worked for Breezy and whom Breezy identified as the individual who had removed Hades from the premises immediately after the mauling, bites, and attack of Maria, and before police and fire responded. And had taken him to an unknown location in Humboldt. A security guard informed investigators that he was off duty on the day of the attack. Breezy, your people said, we not lying for you. That's what they said. We not lying for you. He stated that he received a call from his boss, Breezy, informing him about the dog bite and attack and asked him to put Hades back in his cage at the house. The security guard claimed he was not on the premises at the time he got the call. He explained that he got the call because he lived the closest to Breezy's residence. I ain't calling him Breezy no more. He is now Brown, because I am so disappointed in you. He lived the closest to defendant Brown's residence, about only 5 minutes away. When he arrived on the date of the incident, he noticed that Hades was already put away in his cage. He did not know who put the dog away, but while at the residence, he indicated that he spoke to Brown and told him to take it away. I don't want it anymore. Take it away. I don't want it anymore. Take it away. I don't want it anymore. You don't want the dog anymore because the dog attacked. I get it. But dogs, a lot of people, what people don't understand is dogs are not like humans. I mean, well, they're like humans, but they're not humans, right? So you can't just dispose of, because you're disappointed in this animal, you want to get rid of it. I guess that's how the rich people do it. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. All right. So he says he didn't know who put the dog away. While he was at the residence, he indicated that he spoke to Brown, who told him to take it away. He didn't want it anymore. During these exchanges, it is believed that Maria remained lying on the ground in a pool of her own blood while she was being viciously and brutally bitten, mauled, and attacked by Hades. None of the defendants or their security guards came to her assistance, and their sole priority at times was removing all the dogs, including Hades, from the premises and destroying incriminating evidence. The security guards loaded Hades and other dogs into a car and drove away. Investigating authorities learned that they drove Hades to an unspecified location in Humboldt. This remote address was later identified as a marijuana cultivation farm, of which Brown is a partial owner. You know what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No. Am I reading this? Okay. Uniquely, I see you. She said it just gets, it does. It just keeps getting worse. What you said, Swagger? I wouldn't want another dog around, another dog around, not no hot dog, no Snoop Dogg, hell no animals after that. I feel you. I feel you. They was home, put down any, they was gonna put it down anyway for attacking somebody. Right. Because once a dog gets a taste of blood, you're supposed to put the dog down anyway. I know a lot of people don't know that, but that's why. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to multitask because I forgot to post this before I came live. And I don't have assistance. Okay, so boom, there we go. I'm sorry. So investigating authorities. Okay, we read that part. The bites and attacks by Hades or the defendant's dog to Maria were reported to the police, who responded to the scene and in turn reported the dog bite and attack to the City of Los Angeles Department of Animal Services, the agency charged with the task of investigating dog bites within the city. Per the city reports, the dog in question goes by the name of Hades, was microchipped, and is enrolled with Home Again, the microchip dogs. That microchips dogs. You do know that when a dog is microchipped, you can GPS where the dog is. Let's see where this goes. The dog Hades is registered. Oh, no, you can't. But somebody could get the dog scanned and they could find him. Okay, so he was registered to Breezy's address in Tanzania, California. On or about December 23rd, 2020 at approximately 4:20 p.m., the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office animal shelter euthanized Hades. Wait a minute. This incident happened on what day? Let's go back. December 12th. On December 20th, he euthanized the dog. He destroyed the dog, which I understand why that has to be. But anyway, specifically, this agency found that the dog was dangerous and vicious, and that the reason for its surrender was identified as dog is unpredictable. Hades continued to exhibit extreme aggression even when in the pound. Plaintiff is informed and believes that this was not the first instance in which the defendant's dog Hades viciously bit, attacked, mauled, injured a human being, and that the defendants were aware of the dog's prior dangerous attacks, bites, killer instincts, and aggressive proclivities. As a result of the vicious and brutal bites and attacks by the defendant's dog, Maria suffered very serious and debilitating injuries, to include a large chunk of skin and nerves being torn off her face, arm, and body, facial lacerations, facial fractures, facial trauma, facial bruising, eye injuries, loss of vision, visual whatever. She has problems with her vision, facial disfigurement and scarring, large chunks of skin torn out, nerves and bones had been ripped off of her arm and face, trauma, fear for personal safety, fear for her family's safety, terror, and debilitating anxiety. I would have all of that shit too. Even if she's exaggerating, I would have it too. Damn it. Shit. Plaintiff Maria contends that Brown was negligent, careless, and reckless in the circumstances presented. Maria is informed and believes, and based thereon alleges that at all times mentioned herein, defendants had duty to exercise reasonable care and ownership, which he was. He was responsible for the dog. Okay. So now let's go back to the MSNBC article now that we've read the court document and we have informed ourselves. So they go on to tell us that the incident happened in December of 2020, which we know, and that it happened at his Tanzania, California residence, and that Haiti bit off large chunks of her skin. I want to know, I did see some photos, but I can't remember who posted the photos. And unfortunately, I did not take any photographs of screenshots, of it. All right. During the 2-week trial in June, Brown, 37, testified that while he accepted some liability, he had warned the housekeepers the dogs were absolutely not friendly and that they should not go out without security per billboard. The dogs were not personal pets, he said. They were used and looked after by security to help prevent break-ins and stalker-type situations. Now, Breezy did have a stalker. If you remember, he had a girl that was stalking him real bad. And, there's a lot of weird shit that's been going on with celebrities. But Maria's saying he didn't tell her about the dog. Breezy's saying he told her about the dog. We don't know which is what, but we do know that she got mauled. Okay, but the housekeeper testified that the conversation did not happen and would have been difficult given the language barrier. So I guess it's safe to say that Maria did not really know English too well. According to Avila's lawsuit, as Maria lay on the ground, barely able to see and in a pool of her own blood, Brown approached and stood over her, talking on her phone and his phone, and instructing his team to grab the dogs and leave the home. Neither Brown nor anyone on the scene came to assist her, right? So the Humboldt, County Sheriff's Office shelter in California euthanized Hades, which we know. Now, Hades, turns out, was a Caucasian shepherd's. Well, he's a Caucasian shepherd dog. Caucasian shepherds are a dog breed historically used as guard dogs in Russian prisons and have been used to kill wolves, bears, and humans. So Hades' natural instinct is to kill, maul, and destroy. That is a real attack dog and a problem. The ruling came after the judge declared a mistrial in mid-June after a juror searched the internet for information and shared it, requiring the selection of a new jury. The new jury in the second trial handed down a ruling on June 30th. So let me get this straight. This was two trials. The first trial, a jury member not sequestered. And let's talk about this for a second. About these judges not sequestering these juries, okay? Because I have a problem with that. Because there is a reason why juries need to be sequestered. And this is one of the reasons right here. Now, I understand people, human beings, are curious by nature. They want to know. They want to know things. I'm curious and nosy as fucking hell, and I want to know the why to every damn thing. I never outgrew that why phase. When you're younger and you ask, why is the water wet? Why is the grass green and the sky blue? I never stopped asking why. Okay? So when you have a high profile case that involves a celebrity, why the hell would you trust human beings who have free range to go home away from the courts and look up whatever the hell they please in their leisure? And you think you got Chris Brown in your courtroom and you think they're not going to be looking stuff up on the internet? That's the judge's fault. So the first jury, a juror went home and looked up and Googled and shared the information. So they had to get a whole new trial, a whole new jury. And the new jury found Breezy to be guilty, which I can't say that I disagree with them. Is that what I just had? Because this seems so small. I don't know what screen I just had. I guess it was that one. Let me see if I can make this bigger for y'all. Okay, I think that's better. All right. Up. Okay. Where the hell were we? All right. So, Chris Brown, $90 million loss. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, Chris Brown's $90 million lawsuit ends in a mistrial. So that was the first one, which we could read if we want to, but that's about it. Let's see. This was the first time. Well, we really don't need to read this, do we? I mean, it just basically says that the singer was set to take the stand in the case brought against him by his housekeeper, who alleges one of Brown's dogs mauled her in 2020. The trial began its second day of proceedings on Tuesday, June 16th. when Judge Huey P. Cotton excused the courtroom citing juror misconduct. Unfortunately, one of the jurors has violated his rules against searching the internet for information. And not only that, he also shared it. And as a consequence, I have declared a mistrial. So Breezy basically was found guilty of all of this. And let me just tell you this. When you have pets, whether you're a celebrity or not, you're responsible for whatever happens. Would you say M. King said the Caucasian Shepherd is a beautiful dog, but they are not legal here, I thought. Well, let's look that up and let's see. Are Caucasian Shepherds legal in the US? Well, no. According to Google, you can legally own a Caucasian Shepherd in the U.S. However, because they are massive, independent, and fiercely protective, you should thoroughly research your decision first. So they come with a freaking warning label. Jeez Louise. I wouldn't want no damn dog that could take on a damn bear or a wolf. Nah, you could keep that right on over there with you. I don't want nothing. Nope. I don't want no parts of nothing. Okay, let's get into this. Shall we? All right. So it seems that the whole India Ari thing, the India Ari of it all, going after, because we're here now. India Ari speaking out about how she feels about SpinNet has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way and has started some online debate with people where some people feel like India Ari has a point and other people feel like, no, she doesn't. So as soon as this video, I might have to redo it because what? There we go. Because sometimes it'd be a little glitch when we be getting our little, drop of Henny. So let me go ahead and let me play India Reed. She took to her Instagram today, and I screen recorded the important parts. The important part for me anyway that pertains to this story. Because if you don't know, let me bring you up to speed. After the BET Awards, India Ari had took to social media and she, basically was saying that she was disappointed in not so many words with the Black community with promoting SpinNet. And she felt like SpinNet was not something that was reputable for our community. And that prompted other people to say many things. Well, people started twisting that up to say that India Ari was calling for a boycott of Young Miami's song, but it wasn't India that was calling for the boycott. It was someone else that was commenting on the same subject that said that they wanted a boycott of the song. Now, if you don't know about this or you missed it, please go watch the last pour up that was done last night, and you'll see all of the content there. So India took to her social media today and made a video responding to it.
And I've been in the blogs a couple times this last week, and so I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. If you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time. But I've seen it. So I know. And I'm telling you what it is. But you enjoy if that's what you want to do. And I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think. That's one. Two.
Okay, so she went into her two of it all, and the two didn't really pertain to anything that was on task with the subject at hand. So since then, there have been some online debates that have been going on. And these are just a couple of the people that have come down my timeline. Fair use. This video and its content are operated by and protected underneath the guides of the Fair Use Act. And this content will be used for commentary, criticism, and possible teachable moments. So anyone who gets butthurt, do not come striking my channel. All right, so we're going to start with this young man. Wait a minute. I think I have him saved in my clips. Oh yeah, I be bookmarking and stuff now. Y'all should be so proud of me. Okay, so I didn't save it in my clips. All right. Well, there was a couple of videos that this young man made, and I thought, oh, here it is.
The last thing I'm gonna say about this, and then I'm gonna move on because I don't want to tussle. But this idea that rappers are the
wait. You said the last thing, so let's go to the first thing.
This conversation being had about Spend That is actually about being politically correct. And I thought we were past the point as Black folks where we were trying to be politically correct. Because who are we trying to impress? The oppressors? And then saying that this is a poor reflection of us as Black people. To whom? To the original scammers and boosters? They was literally boosting people from their countries. It had to be made illegal to stop stealing people from their countries for forced labor. And I'm not mad at the people who be boosting and scamming. You know why? Because what I'm actually mad at is the disproportionate spread of wealth across races that forces people to have to boost and scam in order to get ahead or even to just get school clothes for their kids. And I'm not even about to get into how all of the rap girlies been rapping like this, because we already know that. But wanting to boycott a song and stop somebody from getting a Grammy instead of boycotting the systems of oppression that are currently working against us is crazy work. Diabolical. This conversation being had about Spend That.
I personally feel like he went Drake deep on this conversation. I do understand that there are people that are doing this as a means to survive. Okay. There are people that have gotten into trouble. They can't do, what we regularly do as people who don't have a record. Okay. So they're doing things to survive and get by. However, to say that it is politically correct, I do not believe that that is the message. Because in all honesty, when we talk about the things that go on in rap lyrics and videos and the influence that it has on the masses, that's not something to be shrugged at. And he does get into that. I think the message that everyone is trying to portray that is on the side that NDRE is on is like, especially in the state of the country that we're in right now, let's want better, let's do better, let's be better. On the flip side of that, I am a person who last night, I even said it myself, I listened to Little Kim. I didn't go out here acting like her. I mean, I dressed like her sometimes, you know, I wore my hair in different colors and all types of shit. And yeah, in my mind, I thought I was her. I listened to all types of shoot 'em up, bang, bang stuff, but I didn't go doing, I listened to NWA. I didn't go doing drive-bys, okay? I listened to Ice Cube. I listened to Mac 10. I listened to the Dog Pound. I wasn't out here, you know, doing what they were rapping about. So at the end of the day, you know, music can be influential, but you cannot push that to the side as if there are not children who are not being guided right, as if there are not people that are not influenced easily by things, that want to emulate things and be something that they're not. So it's like there's two sides to this coin, and I just hope that we can find the medium. But there have been other sides to this. Now, if you know how I feel about this next person. But when a person is speaking something that is valid, I'm going to pay attention.
You know why our community will never elevate to? The way that some of y'all are disrespecting India Ari, who is a musical legend. India Ari is a musical prodigy. To compare her to Young Miami or tell her that she's hating when she is a musical prodigy full of substance lets us know that our culture is fucking doomed. And y'all will do anything for fucking clout. Y'all will do anything to fucking fit in. Anything to get a talking point on this fucking app. Anything. Y'all will do anything to get a talking point on this app. Anything. Okay? It doesn't matter. You respect your elders. Okay? If Beyonce came out and said something, would y'all feel the same way?
No.
It's weird to me. And this is why our community is lost. And when we say we don't have villages anymore, this is why. Because when the elders speak on something, y'all no longer have fucking respect. And I'm not talking about the elders who are not respectable. I'm talking about the forefathers and the elders who have influence. Respectable elders. This is why we are in shambles. This is why our communities are in shambles and so many people don't have a village. Why would somebody want to be the head of your village if you don't want to fucking listen? Okay? The amount of people that are complacent with the Black culture being destroyed, and this is bigger than Young Miami. Okay, we're not going to put everything on Young Miami because she just came in and was doing what everybody else was doing. To be fair, just to be the fuck fair. Okay, she had to get her money one way or another. But the sickest part about this whole thing is the diaspora of people affected by this are not her people. Her children don't even go to the same schools that your children go to. They are not affected. They're not even going to interact with the same kind of niggas that she's telling y'all where all my scamming ass niggas at. Her kids live in a mansion. They probably go to a private school. Okay, their links, okay, and their affluence is going to be much different than your hood rat nigga ass kid in the hood that thinks that song is something. But again, we're not going to just dwell on Young Miami because it's bigger than that. We've had a problem long before this. We're not just going to put it on the women. The niggas in the rap game have been doing it forever. Y'all are the reason why the neighborhoods are so fucking violent. We don't hear the white community singing about shooting up their neighborhoods, running after scammers. None of that. We hear them thinking about wanting a husband. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. Y'all have really lost the plot here. This is why the young people don't have a village and they don't have role models, because the bitches with platforms that could be role models like to just ride whatever bandwagon is trending at the time. And I can't fuck with you trendy hoes. You know why our community will never elevate?
Okay, so I agree with everything that she said. And if you missed it, then you missed it. But there was another video that the gentleman did that came down my timeline.
Spend that is actually about being politically correct. And I thought we were past the point as Black folks where we were trying to be politically correct.
I'm sorry. This one.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about this, and then I'm going to move on because I don't want to tussle. But This idea that rappers are the reason that young children are doing things like scamming and boosting is ridiculous. And if y'all went into the communities to actually talk to the children that y'all are talking about, you would understand that they're doing it as a means of survival. It is because they are living in devastation. I hate to be the one to break it to you. We grew up listening to Who Shot Ya and Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? And ain't never bust nothing at nobody a day in my life.
We haven't, but others have. Some people have even played that as they were doing it. But I digress.
It didn't happen that way. And just to be clear, the rappers who are rapping about those things that have actually done those things are rapping about it because they also come from devastation. So instead of us trying to fix the system and resolve the problem, you think we should blame listening to a song or some lyrics. Whole time, the music that they putting out about their lived experience in their lives is making sure that their kids have access to wealth so that they kids don't got to do the thing that they rapping about. That's what we need to be talking about. Let's also be clear.
Let's stop him right there. Because while you're talking about the rappers that are rapping about the experience that they lived and how they're doing it to make money, to give themselves a better life so their kids don't have to experience what they experienced growing up, those lyrics are being funneled into a generation of people in those hoods that were left behind. Like Breathe the Experience said, her children are not in the same environment. Her children also do not have the same experience that maybe she had or other people have coming up. So you kind of can't use that as a talking point against what's being said, because my thing is, Young Miami, this is how I feel about it. Well, let me let him finish and do the next one, and then I'll tell y'all how
that Black children are not the only people boosting and scamming.
They're not.
We know that it is happening in other communities, and they are not being hyper-criminalized or seen as criminal or receiving the same level of punishment as our children. They're also listening to the same music that y'all are saying is causing children to go out and do things. Blaming a rapper for systems of oppression is kind of crazy. And we need to be released from the shackles of thinking that rap music is the reason that our young people are having to do things to survive. I said what I said.
Okay, he said what he said, and y'all heard what he said.
Is when you're at the pool and you see that the majority of the people in the pool are non-Black people, but then, you know, little baby starts singing, "Where are my," and you gotta be like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we want our little young girls in swimming pools or in public places singing songs about scamming ass niggas and boosting ass bitches? Do we really? Is that what we really want to hear? And if you do, let me know. Unfollow me. If you want to see little babies and little girls in public places around people who don't get it, where are my scamming ass niggas at? You know, are you gonna allow them to walk into environments? And don't talk to me about policing Blackness. Okay, please don't get it up on here talking to me about me being anti-woman or anti-Black and all these dumbass comments about, oh, well, you don't say that about the men. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I'm an equal opportunity. Say what I got to say, or I don't care who it is. I'm gonna say it. Now, what I won't tolerate is the threats. See, I call them people, right? Not only that, this guy over here, yeah, don't do that. Like, that's just bad. It'll end up bad for you, right? Worse for you than for me. Trust me, I don't play the threat game. Intelligent dialogue and conversations about topics that are engaging, I will accept all day. And I'll also accept when I'm wrong. I will also accept when I've said something and I got to go back and kind of, you know what, maybe I spoke out of turn. But in this instance, I'm never going to like
accept or believe that a song that encourages criminal behavior, that's the song of the summer, is good for our community or good for our people or positive. And I'm all about what's good and positive. Now, art is subjective. I get it. And we should all be able to enjoy music, and it shouldn't always have to be about praise and worship and positivity. But when you are encouraging behaviors that can get people locked up, and I have experienced people that I love very much, people that I know who have experienced people they love very much, who have been locked up for very, very long times, is when you're at the pool and you see that the...
So here's the thing, okay? Tupac, NWA, Ice-T, they experienced backlash for their lyrics. Luke, okay, 2 Live Crew, they experienced backlash for their lyrics. Little Kim experienced backlash for her lyrics and for her artwork. Okay, there was a big thing about Little Kim sitting there spread eagle with her punana out in that leopard bikini. So there's been outrage over the years before we even get into what I feel about this Young Miami song of the summer, ban her, etc., etc. We've already been talking about that. We've had conversations on panels, privately, on podcasts, and all of that about music and how it has been influential. We cannot deny that it has been very influential, especially on the younger generations. Drill rap came out, they started drilling. Okay. We had the glorification of certain things, and then you had people who were the storytellers. The problem now, when it comes down to rap and R&B, is, like Breathe the Experience said, it lacks substance. Okay, we have a lot of songs that are out here telling us to fuck, but they're not telling us to make love to the person that we love. We've got a lot of songs out here that are talking about fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch, all of that. He cheated on me, and now I'm gonna go out here and give my punana away. Yours, hers, mine, ours. You know, I could be his on the weekend. You can have him through the weekday. All of that type of stuff. We don't have romance. We don't have love songs the way that we used to. We don't have rap music that had substance to it the way that we did back in the day. There are no storytellers. There are no lyrical word players that actually get the commercial spins that they should be getting. We don't have a diversity of rap songs or R&B songs to listen to. They all sound the same. They're all talking about the same thing. Everybody wants to get high. Everybody wants to get money, whether it be doing something illegal, robbing somebody, or fucking for it. Let's be honest and be real about these conversations here. Words have power. No matter what you believe, whether you are a Christian or you are a person who is a spiritualist, we know that our words have power. We know that music carries frequencies and vibrations that we respond to. So to make it seem like music is not as influential as it is a lie. Before we started having these songs about she swallowed it and popped that pussy and you know, fucking all these bitches, we didn't have as much disrespect as we have now. And I've said it. There it is. That's how I feel. And you don't have to agree with me, but this is how I see it. Not only that, I feel like with this situation, it is unfair to make Young Miami the face of this, because this has been an ongoing problem that we have had when it comes down to the music that influences us as a people. Rap music was ours. Rap music was ours. R&B was ours. Okay? What better way to start screwing with people than to start fucking with the music? But I do not feel that it is fair to place all of this on the shoulders of Young Miami and make her the face of this issue that we have had for such a long time. And to be fair with everything, it's not just the music, it's television, it's movies, it's video games. It's so much influence out there besides just music. So if we're going to have this conversation, the conversation needs to be expanded and to include everything. But it's not fair to make her the face of all of this when this is something that has been going on for I don't know how long. And not only that, because it's catching on and it is becoming the song of the summer, I feel like that's why the attack is going to her. Yes, I also feel like to pick a Black woman. Now, this is where I'm going to get on my political soapbox probably, or my feminist box. And y'all may not like what I'm about to say. And if you don't like what I'm about to say, then I hope you catch me in the next video, or you stay and you just grit your teeth and bear through it. Black women already receive enough flack as it is when it comes down to how we are humiliated, we are degraded, we are blamed for every mishap that happens in this community. If you have children who are out here wild and unruly, it's Black women's fault. You've got men that can't take accountability or responsibility for their own actions and their healing. They don't go and sit down and deal with their mommy and daddy issues and all of their past traumas. It is a Black woman's fault. I am tired of, as a Black woman, being blamed for every freaking thing that goes wrong within the Black community. We are the only females that our males get on podcasts and talk shit about and degrade and humiliate and say, this is why I won't deal with a Black woman. They're too masculine. They're too aggressive. They're too this. They're too that. And so I go to other races. But women, we are not off the hook as well, because I'm tired of seeing podcasts where you've got Black women up here degrading the Black man as well. I'm sick of the feuds that go on between men and women within the Black community. That is not supposed to be a part of our experience. Stop me when I'm lying, because I see the numbers dropping, and the numbers are dropping because people don't want to hear it. And I don't give a fuck who wants to hear what I'm saying right now. Those who stay, I appreciate you. Those who left, I hope to see you later. At the end of the day, to make a Black woman the face of this issue is yet another smear across Black women. Stop it. Stop it. This problem did not start with Young Miami. And banning her song is not going to stop it. When we still have people out here talking about sipping lean, taking perks, cooking up in the trap, fucking mad bitches, spending money like it's nothing, shoot this nigga in his face. Or we're watching these TV shows, no offense to Power because I love Power, but we watched Power where Ghost had his wife and his family, Tasha, and the family unit was broken up because he found his first love, Angela, and destroyed and blew up his whole family for Angela. And I only used Power because everybody watched Power. Everybody. We do have some wholesome shows out there. What's that show with Tyler Perry? House of Pain. You've got a couple of TV shows out there that show you that there are family structures and dynamics out there. But majority of them are not that. Gone are the days of positive influences in media. We don't celebrate Black couples that have been together. Remember when we had Essence, and well, we still have Essence, but we had Jet Magazine. And Jet Magazine used to highlight people who were married for long periods of time. Celebrity couples who were married for long periods of time were celebrated. We don't see that anymore. Hell, a lot of people didn't even know that Denzel Washington was married until he got baptized. We didn't know he was still with his wife or that he was even married. We don't celebrate the excellence. We focus too much on the negativity. So when we can start really having conversations, the real conversations that need to be had, this type of dialogue is not productive. It's counterproductive because you're singling out one person. And if you're talking about the optics of young little kids outside singing, where all my scamming ass boosters at? No, I don't want to see a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old out here talking about where all my scamming ass niggas at. I don't want to see that. I don't. But what I can say is it won't be my kids. First of all, my youngest is about to be 18, so I don't have kids. But either way, it won't be my kids. It never was my kids. My kids don't listen to that type of, they weren't allowed. And even if they did listen to it, they knew better than to repeat it outside. So at the end of the day, when we can start checking ourselves and we can start really having real conversations, then maybe we can get somewhere with this type of a topic. But when we're choosing to nitpick at one person, it's counterproductive. And it's even more counterproductive when it's a Black woman. And there, I've said it. And that's how I feel about this whole Young Miami debate and debacle that is going on. I hated Tasha, especially how she convinced her own son to unalive his dad because she lost her BF. Whew. Well, there's a lot to unpack with power. And since we are here, let's move right along and let's get into the clips that I have accumulated because there's a lot that has happened. Did I save everything? I don't even know if I saved everything. So Cardi B and Akbar are back at it again. Let me hold on. I thought I had saved some of this stuff. I guess I didn't. I got to start reposting a bit better because yeah, that was in my repost, that whole thing, but the stories, oh, I do have it. Okay, hold on. It's in all posts. Okay. So as you know, Akbar made a diss song, right? She made a diss song towards Cardi B. She made a diss song towards Lotto, right? And so Akbar posted this a day ago.
You bitches better not ever get it twisted. I am exactly who.
And this is, to Cardi B. How does it feel to be a nigga's sixth pick? Go on YouTube to listen now. So she made this song. Well, let me go back. I don't have the original audio of where Akbar, but I'm quite sure y'all know I posted it in my story on reviews. Make sure y'all are watching the story post on both reviews and official ThatGirlHenny, because sometimes I just don't feel like making a post and I post in the story post. So make sure y'all are watching them. So Akbar picked with Cardi and Lotto, made these diss songs for them, and Cardi has been booked and busy. All right. But I'm going to assume that Cardi finally had the chance to hear it. You haven't heard it? Let me see if I could pull it up real quick. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, no, I don't have it. So we're just gonna go here. Sorry, guys.
Love you. Nobody love you, bitch. Get in the fucking casket.
Now this is Cardi B responding to Akbar.
You don't got a family, bitch. You don't got shit. Fuck is you talking about? Telling me get in the booth, bitch. Go get in a fucking casket. Get in the ditch, bitch. Nobody give a fuck about you. Bitch, I'm a fucking rich ass bitch. I'm up about 75 million and you telling me go get in the fucking booth. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Don't tell me what the fuck to do, bitch. I'm a fucking boss. Fuck out of here. Go tell one of them bum ass bitches to do that. You gonna tell your fucking nigga, your husband, fucking baby mamas to get in the booth, get in the kitchen, get whatever the fuck. You don't tell a boss bitch like me to do nothing. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? I could pay you to get in the booth. Bitch telling me to get in the booth like she gonna make me some fucking money. This bitch telling me to get in the booth like she gonna make me some fucking money. If I get in the booth, bitch, what you gonna make me, bitch? What you gonna make me, bitch? Nothing. I'm getting paid $200,000 to do 3 songs today. What the fuck is you talking about? Perform 3 songs today. What the fuck is you talking about in front of billionaires? And you telling me to get in the booth to talk about you when it takes me 10 minutes to talk about you? Fuck out of here. Always want to talk about fucking, always want to talk about niggas this, niggas that, niggas that. You such a bad bitch. Why you on the internet begging niggas to fuck you? If you such a bad bitch, you such a pretty bitch, why you in the internet rubbing on your pussy for a nigga to fuck you? Niggas don't give you no attention. Same niggas you fucking begging to fuck you, been trying to beg me even when my teeth was fucked up. But it's nothing to brag about these niggas. It's nothing to brag about these niggas. And I back bitches too, bad bitches, famous bitches. For a long time. Long time. Then you got this funky big bitch talking about she online, begging niggas to fuck her. I ain't never had to beg no nigga to fuck. I don't give a fuck where. Tell her to heal. When she heals, tell her to come talk to me in real life, in person, face to face. Tired of this bitch. Bitch, you talk too fucking much. I'm about sick of you, police ass bitch. Bitch, you the cops. Even niggas from your own block steady. And I know my fans. I know Barty Gang is tight that I'm doing this. But who the fuck these bitches be feeling like? Bitch, you not picking on nobody. You ain't fucking with nobody. Fucking think that you could hee hee ha ha and kiki kaka blah blah blah. Because if I was to come for your fucking dirty triple neck, you wouldn't be able to take it. Just how you motherfucking bitches think y'all got a mouth, I got a mouth too, and I got bitches to fuck you bitches up every day. Every day, bitch. Not only do I got a mouth to defend myself, I got bitches that will fold you again and again and again and again. Love you. Nobody love you, bitch. Get in the fucking casket.
So I wanted to start there. Now, Akbar has been firing off at Cardi for a long time. Now, this was from the original.
So why the fuck am I coming for you, bitch? You was just talking about me yesterday. And on top of that, bitch, you talking about you got recordings of me of Baba Laos and shit. You lying ass bitch, because I don't even fucking deal with Baba Laos. That's how I know, bitch. Please pray for me and for the Lord to cover me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got my Baba Laos and everything. And of course, people pray for me all the time. But like, there's nothing like I personally believe nothing is know why the fuck am I coming for you, bitch?
So Akbar posted that. Okay. Cardi, we saw the altar, but I believe her family may deal in Ifa or Santeria. I don't know which one, but Akbar has had a lot to say.
How did I start anything when I get a call and saying a bitch is on fucking live on Spaces?
Here's the thing. Let her finish.
Going at me. Please, somebody come to the front and let bitches know that I ain't started a bitch ass thing.
Yes, the fuck you did. You started it, Akbar, because you did that diss track. The diss track towards Lotto and Cardi came from nowhere because neither Cardi nor Lotto said anything about Akbar. See, let me tell y'all how that happened. Lotto had just dropped her album, right? So her album is out. She got her buzz going. Lotto went and did an interview at the Breakfast Club, I believe it was, and discussed the situation between her and Cardi. Because, Lotto was on Cardi's song, and then an audio was dropped of Cardi saying that she's not pussy like Lotto, when referring to Ice Spice. And so that caused tension between Cardi and Lotto. And Cardi offered to buy Lotto a bag, and Lotto was like, I don't need your bag, bitch. Like my nigga already bought me a bag. So so they had their little beef. Akbar did what Akbar usually does. When somebody is trending, when somebody got a buzz going, here she comes bumping her gums at them and attacking. And especially when it has anything to deal with Cardi B, because she is up Nicki Minaj's twat so hard. And I'm not even being funny, and I'm not even going to censor myself. She's up Nicki Minaj's twat more than a Tampax tampon. And the sad part about it is, no matter how far she goes up, she could tap Nicki's cervix. Okay? Nicki still ain't giving her no open door. Nicki took on Ice Spice as a prodigy underneath her wing and didn't even do it for Akbar. Yet Akbar takes on all of Nicki's beefs. If Nicki starts beefing with Cardi, Akbar is going to come bumping her gums behind it. So this is not something that just started. Okay. If you keep up, if you know, then you know that shouldn't need to be said. This is way before. But now when we talk about this particular situation, Akbar is sitting back doing what she does. She always makes it seem like, I didn't do anything, or I said it because they said, or they did, or they subbed, or it's always that. This time I can honestly say neither Lotto nor Cardi said nothing about her. So you did start it. You did. And Cardi probably just got around to seeing it, or just got around to responding to it. Because like she just said, she's getting ready to get paid to go perform 3 songs somewhere. Cardi's been on a run. Okay. She dropped her album. She just got off a tour. She dropped her hair business, like her hair care line. Cardi is booked and busy and doing a lot of shit. So she just now got a chance to respond to you. She responded. You started it.
This bitch was on Spaces. I get a call saying Cardi is on Spaces talking about you. I said, what? I ain't said nothing to this bitch after the diss record. So why is this? You wait to say something this long?
I ain't say nothing to her after the diss record. So you acknowledge that you did put the diss record out, and this is what she's responding to. So what? She waited this long to respond. You, my dear, are not booked and busy, so you don't understand what it means to be booked and busy and not being able to respond to somebody. But like Cardi said, you want her to respond on Wack so that you can get your little 15 minutes of fame off of her, and she's not giving that to you. She said, Cardi said she gets paid big bucks, okay? She gets paid the big dineros to do a song. Cardi B in New Orleans for the Essence Festival. See what I'm saying? And she just did the BET Awards.
You wait this long to say something about the diss record, Cardi. Fuck her and Lotto. You bitches love to say a bitch spirit ain't right. No, you bitches spirit ain't right. And y'all bitches don't pray to the same God as me. You bitches over there praying to Ifa, Oshun, Ogun, and all of that, and talking about it's godly. It's witchcraft. And all of y'all gonna burn in hell if y'all don't get y'all shit together. Bottom line. Let's talk about it.
Yet this is the same person who comes online crying about her personal life.
All that shit she saying is cap. You know you can't fuck with me. You not prettier than me. You can't do nothing with me. You stink. Everybody know that. Them fucked you, said you stink. That's why they cheats on you.
That's a lie, because Offset said she don't stink.
Pussy dry. You don't know. Like, come on, you an idiot.
Now she's sitting up here talking about getting cheated on. Akbar, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Just because you still married to your man, that don't mean that ninja doing you correctly, because he out here cheating on you and beating on you, ain't he? Ain't that what she said? Ain't that what she said? Y'all, Beyonce's wig, you in here. Ain't that what she came on the internet and told us? That he be beating and cheating on her? I'm just repeating what I heard.
Literate Latino. Like, come on, what we talking about? This the only bitch y'all go around letting call people niggas. Y'all let her talk about the gay community. How she don't get canceled? Y'all let this bitch get away with murder. Who pretty? Yeah, after 7 surgeries, after she might look like a little something. This ain't pretty.
Akbar, you talking about? See, this is why I don't like when the girlies get to fighting. Akbar has a bad habit of always talking about what people get away with. Y'all let them do this and y'all let them get away with this. Akbar, you forgot you came from this, and I'm not trying to shame her or nothing, but it's like you talking about somebody having surgeries to get pretty. Like, Akbar, you had gastric bypass surgery. You had a tummy tuck. You had your breasts done. You had your booty done. You had your arms done. Like, you built yourself to where you are now, just like other people have. So don't throw shots. And I'm not condemning anybody who decides to do what they want to do with their body. But you can't throw stones when you are in a glass house, baby, because you came from this. This is your humble beginning, my darling. You did the same damn thing. So to condemn somebody else for it? No, absolutely not.
Y'all bitches don't know where pretty is. You supposed to have all this money. You supposed to be that girl. You supposed to be what? All this stuff. You just want to be to your boy.
What awards? Let's Google that. Let's Google. Does she even have a BET award? Let's see what this article right here is saying. Valerie Raven, huh? That's your name? Valerie. Valerie. Look. Akbar v. Heartfelt tribute to Nicki Minaj. Akbar v. Nicki Minaj after Lotto's names Little Kim GOAT rapper. Akbar v. defends honoring Nicki Minaj. Akbar v. disses Cardi B for allegedly shading her on new track Jealousy featuring Offset. Akbar v. sparks marriage speculation with social media posts. Listen, Akbar V gives Cardi B 24 hours to respond to her newly released diss track, Bothered. Akbar V addresses Cardi B diss track after Twitter war. I can't really end, bitch. Akbar V tweets a Twitter account suspended after explosive fallout with Cardi B. Her claim to fame, rapper, reality TV star. You was on. Oh, why am I glitching? Okay. Making me glitch. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? I don't like this. Okay, so let me close this and close this. I gotta close some windows, y'all. Okay, there we go. Whatever it was, I done fixed it. Okay. We trying to find out. Let's see the 5 things to know about Akbar V. Akbar V made headlines Monday, September 26th, when she got into a heated Twitter feud with Cardi B. That's so you was on Love and Hip Hop, and then you done went down there to Zeus. She's had a number of collaborations with artists including Mika Means, Tink, and Lil Mo. Okay, she's been going YouTube videos all the way back to 2017. But Candy Burris is her cousin. She has 5 children. Okay. But she has no awards. Hold on. But she has no awards. Akbar's problem is Akbar will never be acknowledged for her music, and it's a shame because she has lyrics. She can rap. Akbar can rap. But the problem is she does too much of this right here that she has going on, and it overshadows her talents. Let's let her finish.
How many of them you paid for? You just did all of that. How did I start anything when?
Okay. Akbar. Oh, this is the song.
Back off. You bitches better not ever get it twisted. I am exactly who I say I am. Hey, how I feel to be a nigga side bitch. How I feel he got you all up in the mix. How I feel to go from wifey to a tree. Hey, how I feel to be a nigga 6 pick. How I feel to be a nigga side bitch. How I feel he got you all up in the mix. How I feel to go from wifey to a tree. Hey, how I feel to be a nigga.
So that's her diss song, and she wants Cardi to respond to her on Wax. Cardi is not responding. Okay. You can hang that up, darling. She's not responding to you. She's already made that very clear. She's not about to respond to you at all. Okay? At all. So, Akbar, you can hang that up. Really quickly, I want to talk about this right here. Now, Clarissa Shields, on that BET carpet, let me go get it because it was sent to me. And I want to use this clip because I want to talk about Clarissa Shields really quickly before we move on to our next portion of programming. So let me go ahead and let me pull this up. Why is it not opening my message? Okay, let me refresh before I flip out. Okay, there you go. All right, where's the video? Right here. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to this clip I'm about to play.
Black music is phenomenal, incredible, untouchable. Black music is forever, timeless.
I think you took my word. He said so many. They said say one word.
My bad.
Mr. Wordsmith, I was gonna say, do you say black music?
Yes.
Black music is timeless. I was just listening to Michael Jackson. I'm like, yo, how does song still hit like this?
Yeah.
And Whitney and so many other artists. So much.
Black.
Let's pay attention to the body language. Look at Papoose' arm and look at hers.
Music is phenomenal, incredible, untouchable. Black music is forever, timeless.
I think you took my word.
Now let's watch the faces.
Said so many. They said say one word.
My bad.
Mr. Wordsmith, I was gonna say, do you say black music?
Yes.
Black music is timeless. I was just listening to Michael Jackson. I'm like, yo, how does song still hit?
Did you catch that?
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch it?
Whitney and so many other artists. So much.
Black.
Baby. Now, y'all know that I have not minced words in the past about how I feel about Funky Dineva. But Funky Dineva summed up Clarissa Shields so eloquently. Oh, hold on. She had something to say about the BET Awards. Hold on.
In the video, I didn't think nothing was wrong with the video. They're saying
me either.
You're trying to say, like, oh, I'll force them to come. Well, I mean, you want to force a Brooklyn guy to come anywhere. You better have a gun and you better use it.
First of all, I'm tired of her always speaking on a Brooklyn dude, a New York dude, a Brooklyn dude, a New York dude. Baby, your experience with a Brooklyn, New York dude is limited to Papoose, okay? You are not from New York, so you are not qualified to talk about what a dude from New York. Anyway, this video, she's talking about the moment when her and Papoose were going down the aisle to their seats, and she was dancing to the gospel song. Let's hear what she got to say.
You and Pat were walking down that aisle, and that video is going viral because you were like a kid in a candy store, and you know, like his facial expressions. I don't know. I think y'all were in two different spaces mentally. Did y'all have that conversation? What was the actual reaction? Like, what was he thinking about? What was going through his head? Because you were kind of singing the gospel music, walking down the aisle, and he was just kind of looking like, I don't know if he was trying to protect you or like what was happening.
Papoose was going down the aisle like somebody who is seasoned and who has been to the BET Awards. And she was going down the aisle in her own little vibe.
I mean, well, being honest, people don't know Renee Winston like I know Renee Winston. The song Only God Can Do It was playing. I've met Renee Winston. That is my song. Pap knows that. I want to know, when have y'all ever seen Pap dancing and jumping up and down and all that stuff? He's a man.
Right.
When y'all ever seen that? Like, Pap is very militant.
First of all, men do the two-step. And in the South, darling, men do dance. And they're not gay. They're men. Okay? As a matter of fact, it's said that if a man can juke, a man can cook. If you know, you know.
Walk with his chest up,
shoulders back,
and yeah. You better not fuck with him or me. That's right. How he is. So in the video, I didn't think nothing was wrong with the video. They're saying
me either.
You trying to say, oh, I'll force him to come. Well, I mean, you want to force a Brooklyn guy to come anywhere. You better have a gun and you better use it. So,
like, I didn't put a gun to his head and tell him to come.
We're actually, I don't like the post that BET made, and we reached out to them and told them like that was a whack ass caption, honestly, because like y'all invited us, y'all nominated me. I didn't have to drag my man to come nowhere with me. Like I didn't drag him to be here.
Okay, I got
it. In the video,
first of all, you weren't just walking down the aisle, you know, dancing to the song. You were performing for the camera because the camera was on and you kept looking at the camera. But anyway, I think Funky Dineva hit it right on the head when he explained what it is about Clarissa Shields that probably irks everybody. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this instead. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to, and then let me go to the full post because that post gets cut off. And I want y'all to hear what Funky Dineva had to say about Clarissa Shields. So let's go here. And as a matter of fact, I think we're pretty much done. No, we're not done. We're not done with that. So let's hear what he said.
Clarissa's hard to like. She's hard to like. And I'm not sure if her likability was a factor in her getting the award or not, but I can confidently say the reason why the general public does not share your same disappointment or outrage for Clarissa Shields not winning is because the vast majority of us don't care what she wins or what she doesn't win because she's just not likable.
I agree. He hasn't said nothing wrong thus far.
Okay. And in this life, and this is a lesson for all of y'all, because what Clarissa Shields is going through with these BET Awards is an example of something that I went through in college. And I learned this lesson the very hard way and it hurt my feelings. Being liked will get you far more further than being qualified. Being liked will get you further than being qualified. Being liked will get you further than being qualified. People will move mountains for people that they like. People will adjust job descriptions and requirements for people that they like. People will overlook transgressions for people that they like. Clarissa Shields is hard to like, Papoose. She's hard to like. Now, my mama told me never tear nobody down without extending the hand to lift them up. I'm finna give you the key. Now, whether you choose to take it and unlock the door, that's up to you and Clarissa. The reason that Clarissa Shields is hard to like is because she's in that category of celebrities that I call people we should not know personally. There's a small group of celebrities that we should not know personally. We should only know them for their art, for their craft. Clarissa is one of those. We don't need to know her personally.
I don't see what he has said wrong, because in all honesty, before this relationship with Papoose and she started being more present on the internet, feuding, beefing, doing this music thing and all of that, before this relationship with Papoose, Clarissa Shields, to me, her likability factor was up. Okay. She was out here. She's boxing. She's doing her thing. People were not dragging Clarissa the way that she's being drugged for every indiscretion that is going on with her right now. I don't see anything wrong with what Funky is saying right now, because he's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth.
Because everything she's shown us personally is off-putting. The only Papoose, Clarissa's hard to.
Everything that she's shown us is off-putting. Now, I believe this one, I don't know. I saw somewhere where someone was going in, and I don't know if it was Funky Dineva or if it is. You know what? Let me
Papoose, Clarissa's hard to like.
And let me play this because oh no, I did have the original one. Okay. Well, someone spoke and commentated on this, and I believe it was DJ Bless One. Shout out to him. I believe it was him. And they were talking about how one of the main stains that Clarissa Shields has on her is the fact that she's running around with a married man. And that is one of the biggest gripes. Let me see if I can pull up DJ Blessed One. Let me pull up his video, because he gave his 1-2 on this. And what he said made a lot of sense. He was not biased. He did let it be known that he does like Clarissa Shields, but the things that he followed that up with, he made perfect sense. So let's see. Let me just say this. I don't see how Pap was ever liked. I never liked Papoose. I didn't like Papoose. I felt like he was a homosexual, that he was living up off of Remy. Now he's living up off of Clarissa Shields. I don't give a shit. I said what I said.
Papoose. She's hard to like.
Okay. And I'll drag Papoose just like I'll drag Clarissa Shields. I don't give a damn. I'm an equal opportunity dragger. Now, lyrically, a
small group of celebrities that we
I liked him lyrically when he was rapping and stuff, but I don't. Well, let me back up. When he was with Remy, I did kind of like him, but I side-eyed him. There it goes. I liked him, but I side-eyed him.
There's a lot of things that Funky Diva said that I wanted to fire his ass up. Pause. No Diddy, but yes, Diddy, bruh. It's like he said some good things and bad things. Let's get the bad things out the way. I love Clarissa Shields, so he is wrong. It's very easy to love her. Now,
no, it's not.
It took me time to grow to realize I can see why some people don't like her. Now, here's the thing, Funky Diva. You just said what I already knew about this world. People love popularity, and they want to sit at the cool table. A lot of the hate Clarissa Shields get is from that very same segment of people who just want to sit at the cool table, and they want the people who's popular and that they like. So
I love Blessed One. Y'all know that. Like, I love Blessed One. But that's not why I don't like him. I like her. I don't like her because of the broken moral compass that she has. That's just me personally, though. I don't like her because of her broken moral compass.
So it's attributed to what they receive, the movie roles, or you're a content creator who gets, more through the algorithm or more interviews, whatever the case may be. So I agree with you. It's who you like. I disagree with you about who you like and agree with you. But here's where I'm on your side. Clarissa Shields, I agree with Funky Diva. Some celebrities shouldn't be people making the shade room 24 hours a day. You are a boxing legend. I hold the boxing men to the same category. And since we're equal men and women, even though that's another basis, but you put yourself out there. You were with a married man. Even if Remy Ma cheated or not, you was with a married man parading him around. People are going to judge that.
Facts. How is it that people skip over this part? How do you skip that part? You are parading this man around as if he is single, talking about y'all getting married, y'all having a baby. How, when he is still married to Remy? He is still married to Reminisce right now as we speak.
Even if they feel like Remy Ma is the one who lost Papoose, you're still going to be the one who gets attacked. This is why those females don't attack Papoose. They attack you.
Nope, I attack Papoose too. I'm an equal opportunity attacker.
You're in the media too much. I agree with Funky Diva. Sit down. Take a goddamn break. Make it about boxing again.
Yes.
You're doing too much. I personally think you probably got with Papoose because of publicity. I don't know. But that's the problem when you leave it for people and owns interpretations and projections. So yes, I agree with Funky Diva. Sometimes it's best to stay the fuck off the camera.
These are men talking. Okay? Because the women we always get the flack. And of course, I get those people who come in here to be like, oh, but Remy cheated first. And But do we hear Remy and her dude out here talking about they about to get married, about to have a baby? Do we hear Remy's dude coming for Pap anymore? Because Remy shut that shit down. Do we see Remy parading around the way that Papoose and Clarissa Shields does? No, we do not. Not only that, Clarissa Shields, I agree, make it about boxing again. We don't need to know this part of your life. We don't. Just exit the chat expeditiously, please. We don't need this. All right. We don't need this. So that's my 1-2 and my little spiel on all of this. Now, who else was we supposed to be talking about? Because we went off topic for a little bit so I could get those out the way. Now, I said we was going to talk about Pooh Shiesty. That's who I said we was going to talk about. Oh, let me go to my page because I was about to go. I'm like looking at his page like, wait a minute, this ain't mine. So the video comes out yesterday of Pooh Shiesty, right? I don't know what this is, but I'm about to play it.
Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga. Broke ass nigga. Shit make a nigga heart hurt, boy. They don't make these niggas happy. These niggas ain't happy on home. Step to me, fuck nigga. I would love to, nigga. I don't care. You see me, my wife, you can step to me. I'ma smoke you.
Okay, never mind. All right, so there is a video from Pooh Shiesty's previous attorney that I wanted to play.
It does not negate my argument, my legal argument that I made at the bond hearing of whether or not this is a kidnapping case. The legal definition for federal kidnapping, this does not meet. The benefit that they're having in this video is allegedly him getting out of a contract, which he never got out of. He never used. They didn't prove anything with these cell phones that were allegedly used, that there had some sort of cell phone information, that they communicated something with a cell phone. That was not used. It does not show Pooh with a weapon. Again, they said that Pooh had this AK-47, this alleged AK-47, and it doesn't show Pooh with an alleged AK-47. It shows someone else with an alleged AK-47. So there's still things in this video that still help the defense. It does not negate my argument, my legal argument that I made at the bond hearing of whether or not this is a kidnapping case.
So, he is correct. This video does not show Pooh Shiesty from what we see. That doesn't look like Pooh. That ain't Pooh Shiesty holding a tool. So he's correct about that. But I have to say When you get down into the GPS and all of that stuff that was used in the phones, can't say it's not there because it is there. You can't say it's not there. Oh, I didn't even show y'all. My bad. Let me go ahead and let me start it over. Hold on. Because I paused it here. That's not Pooh Shiesty holding that tool. Okay? Not in that video. Not in that video. So, you know, I do see where the defense is trying to make, you know, his former attorney, excuse me, is trying to make make the case. And his job is to sway in Pooh Shiesty's, did he take it down? Pooh Shiesty's favor. I'm trying to find it. Maybe he took it down. Okay. I'm on the hunt while I'm talking to y'all. Okay. Maybe it's on here still. Oh. Okay. So I'm seeing that the video has now since disappeared. And I'm looking in the reels. There was a video. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody got this video. And I'm mad at myself that I did not grab it. Fuck. There was a video, and I need y'all to let me know if y'all saw it before it disappeared. Because it was on DJ Academic's page, but now I don't see it on his page any longer. But Wack 100 made some comments about this Pooh Shiesty case, and he was talking about they're looking for the bodies and that there's going to be a Pooh Shiesty RICO that comes down behind this. And while I was watching that video, I'm sitting back saying to myself that this feels very reminiscent of Big U. Did anybody see that video? I knew I should have saved it. I knew I should have saved it. I'm looking in Academics Reels. I'm surprised ain't nobody got it. Somebody got it. Somebody has it. I'm not, I know what I saw. I know what I saw. Did I download it? Nope, I didn't. Shame on me. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Real quick. If I can't, then we'll move on and we'll go to the next subject. God dang it. Now everybody's going to think that I made that shit up if they didn't see it for themselves. I thought you posted it. I didn't post it. I didn't post it. No. Anyway, Wack is talking real like, let's see if I could pull it up this way. Somebody got it. Because Academics posted it. I know Academics posted it. And now it's not there. And it's not on Wack's page either. And you know that him and Wack are cool. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Shout out to Focus TV. I knew somebody had it.
That's what they want to know. They not tripping the Gucci Mane thing. That's an open and shut dead banger. This is a Hobbs Act with special circumstances. They want to know now where the body's at. Yeah, we've been listening to these lyrics. We caught you with a couple firearms that may have some things on them. Now, where the body's at? Y'all remember, this is going to go from a Gucci Mane thing, which is very shallow right now because it's open and shut, to a RICO with mass indictments. I hate to say it, but before Christmas, it's going to be a wave come through Memphis because they don't care about the Gucci Mane situation no more. They have all they need, more than what they need. But in order for them other 6 to have some amnesty, in order for his father, who will be 50 this year, to avoid going to the federal penitentiary, where everybody now knows you ratted back in 2007, and will know that you gave a statement on your own son. We want to know where the body's at.
Now, let me ask y'all something. Don't this sound like what happened with Big U? Because he was the one that came on this internet and told us that Big U had a RICO case coming down. Him and 600 were also the ones that came on this internet and started telling us that Big U allegedly had a body on him. And he was the one who started breaking down said case when it came down to the alleged body that is supposed to be Big U's. He's the one who brought this to our attention. So now he's saying all of this about Pooh Shiesty, about a RICO, and about a body. Are y'all getting deja vu? Because I'm getting deja vu from this. And, you know, while he tries to deny the accusations that are made against him, I want to remind you of something that was brought to our attention not too long ago by Sky Life. Sky Life was on Real Life Street Stars. Y'all remember that? Because I reviewed that video and I brought it back to y'all, okay? So let me just bring this to your remembrance right here.
Guess who the black detective was that interviewed me?
A black detective that interviewed you?
The black undercover hip-hop police detective that takes a statement. He say, stay right here. He come back with a big black man. Big buff-ass black man. Kind of mean. White dude's kind of cool. Black dude mean. Everybody plain clothes, remind you that. They not in suits. Police suits or suits, they all plain clothes. T-shirts, jeans, but they law. They police. Black dude, he done read the statement. He say, come with me. We go to another room. We go, no lie. We go to a room. It's about 15 plain clothes of women and men, plain clothes. They got all these computers linked up. Guess what I walked into? Everybody thought it was a myth. The hip-hop police really existed.
What?
Me and Junior Boy look at ourselves. I said, damn, nigga, this the hip-hop police. He said, walk through and look at all these computers. Identify who robbed you. Every last one of these detectives, they got all the Tekashi 6ix9ine, them, all of them. They got all these people. Now, mind you, I ain't never heard of Shotty. I'd only heard of Tekashi. I don't know him. I don't know nobody, none of these people. But I can remember who robbed me because it's stitched in my head, right? So they like walk through it. So they all got all these music videos and all these pictures and all this. Like, I'm going computer to computer. It's like, look at this. Look at that. I identified my robbers from all of that stuff. Take the statement. He say, stay right here.
Now watch this.
Guess who the black detective was that interviewed me?
A black detective that interviewed you.
The black undercover hip-hop police detective that interviewed me and took the case when I filed the charges on Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Black undercover detective who
shortly became his manager shortly after that. Wack 100.
What?
Wack 100.
Hold on. Okay, so you're saying
I am saying Wack 100 is a New York. He started out. He's the one who reported turned the case over to the feds. The case would have just been a case on somebody's desk that would have gotten caught up in millions of other that happened in New York. Wack 100 is the detective that interviewed me when I made the report on Tekashi. He's the one that referred it over to the feds. And then that's where his promotion came in.
Now, Sky gave you a whole account. Now, I told you I don't believe that he was a detective, but I do believe that he is a hip-hop undercover informant for the feds. I do. Because he's in everything, in everybody's business, and you know what's coming before it comes. It ain't no goddamn spies, 57 spies, 60 spies that he got. Those is agents giving him information, allegedly, in my opinion. That don't make it a factual statement. But we got to keep our eyes on this because remember I said it on this day, Thursday, July 2nd, 2026, that I think Wack 100 is pulling a big U with this Pooh Shiesty case. Mark my words on it. Moving right along. And for our final act, well, no, not our final act because I have one more to give y'all. Well, no, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. I got to talk about this one too. Let's go here first. Well, no, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it in the morning or tomorrow. But you see the headline, don't you? Soulja Boy racking up $1,000 per day in interest on $4 million owed to ex-girlfriend. Now, you know how he been all online because his baby mama. Wait a minute. I have photos for y'all. Hold on 1 second. Before we go anywhere, shout out to Henny Legal. Let me show y'all the photos of Maria from the Chris Brown case. Let me show y'all the photos. So that's Maria's face. And you could kind of see it through the blur. That's her face. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. 13 mil, Breezy. 13 million unhanded. Give it up right now. Give it up. Turn it loose right now, expeditiously. Do not. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Also, you want to know what else we got? The video that Cardi was referencing when she said that Akbar was on the internet rubbing on her punana, begging dudes to F her.
Can trial take it out? It's hurting. Take it out. Wait, it's hurting. Can trial take it out?
Embarrassing. Listen, don't be mad when we get the info that comes in. Just be glad that we got it. Shout out to Henny Legal for finding that. Child, embarrassing as fuck. I can't unsee it now. Akbar, you can't. Where the hell is this Soldier Boy case at? I'm trying to find right now. Hold on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't know who Kentrell is, but girl, don't ever do that shit again. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do that shit no more, ever. Not never, ever again. All right. So this is from 626. Let me see. When is this one from? This one is from 626 as well. Okay, these two look to be the same, but there is something that is different. Oh, baby, we cutting up tonight. Oh, baby, we cutting up tonight. Oh, baby, you want me? Well, you can get this lap dance here for free. Oh, baby, you want me? Oh, baby, you want me? I don't even know why that song just popped in my head, but it did. Oh, baby, you want me? Well, you can get this lap dance here for free. Baby. All right. So Soldier Boy. Okay, let's see. Soldier Boy, if he doesn't pay what he owes to his ex soon, his current $4.2 million debt is going to pop off by about $1,000 in daily interest. Now, Soldier Boy, tell him. You know we got the paperwork. You know we got to give you the paperwork. All right. But let's get into this article, because while he round here picking on Blueface because Blueface owe his baby mama money and he got a couple liens on his house, which we going to talk about all of his liens and get into his legalities in a video that I'm about to do, because y'all going to stop questioning me about what I'm telling y'all as if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. She said, I'm blaming you for my nightmare. That's what it was given, right? Right? She said, but that's exactly what it was given. All right, let's get into it. All right. So Soldier Boy's ex-girlfriend, who filed a lawsuit against the pop-off rapper as a Jane Doe, is still looking to collect a huge debt. And with every passing day, she says the tab is getting bigger and bigger, just like Blueface's tab, with $1,165 in daily interest, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ. And we got them legal documents too. We gonna pull them up. TMZ, you're not the only one that got the documents, because we got them too. Anyway, if you don't remember, Soldier's ex was awarded nearly $4 million following a jury trial, which found Soldier liable for sexual battery, infliction of emotional distress, and other claims. Now, do y'all remember we covered this already? We covered this already on this channel, okay? We covered it already. This all came as a result of the musician and his assistant's romantic relationship that quickly turned violent. If y'all don't remember that, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But we covered this. We covered this, doll faces. We covered this. All right. Let me go on over here. Let me go to my lives. Let me pull up. Let me see. Soldier Boy. He should be on one of my playlists. Hold on. Why I can't? You remember how you used to be able to search? I think it was a spiked coffee in the morning. But I don't. No, that was Ashley Janae's playlist. My bad. Okay, if I can't find it really quickly, because I know it was way before the Diddy trial, and there is a whole lot of Diddy trial videos. If I can't pull it up quickly, then we just gonna keep rocking and roll. Rock and roll and roll and rock. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, I'm in the Diddy stuff. Bear with me, because we covered this where he hired her to be his assistant, and then slowly they went into getting busy with each other, and then Soulja Boy allegedly beat the fuck out of her. And yeah, y'all remember that case? Henny glasses and butterflies, or Henny glasses or butterflies in the chat if you remember that. Okay, so now I'm getting to the old Spike Coffee in the Morning thumbnails that I had. Don't see him on that one. I don't see him on that one. Soulja Boy faces that one. Okay, there we go. No. Okay. Yes. Here we go. Penalties, inaccurate wage statements, and unfair competition. It's still going to this day. And what is he in court for by a Jane Doe? This is the case. Look at how I found it. Shut out of me. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I'm getting sleepy. Well, she's bringing him to court for negligence, sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, gender violence, theft, hostile work environment, constructive discharge in violation of VHA, failure to pay minimum wage, unpaid overtime, unpaid reimbursement, waiting time penalties, inaccurate wage statements, and unfair competition. Well, what all did he do? You know how we do. We're going to get right to the factual allegations because we ain't going to waste no time and play around. It is the morning time. Okay? And y'all want to hear some good ass spiked coffee, and I'm fit to give it to you. You ready? Here you go. Plaintiff, all right? On or about December 2018, the plaintiff began working for Defendant Way. Plaintiff was to act as Defendant Way's personal assistant. His personal assistant, y'all. Her job responsibilities included, but were not limited to, cleaning the house, cooking and or bringing food and snacks, carrying personal belongings or luggage, styling Defendant Way's hair, driving him around, handling travel itinerary, vetting guests, and any other requests that were made by Soulja Boy on a day-to-day basis. And Soulja Boy agreed to pay her $500 a week for her service. I ain't shit. I'm not laughing. I promise I'm not laughing at the girl. I'm just saying. You hired a live-in wife. I thought, yes, we are definitely seeing how these haters go. Hey, Lulu. Lou from the Lou. I'm sorry, I called you Lulu. Lou from the Lou. I thought personal assistants, yeah, they make your travel arrangements. They go get your coffee. They take notes and run errands for you, right? I did not know that this is what they do. But wait, there's more. There's always more. So we're not done, right? Okay, so he agreed to pay her $500 a week to do all of that stuff, right? And the Jane Doe would live and work at Soulja Boy's residence. She would live and work. So she lived in his house, worked in his house. And I want to know, like, were you doing his laundry? Folding his boxes? Like, what was we doing? Like, you. Anyway, now here's where it starts. Within a few months of the plaintiff's employment, Soulja Boy began to send her unsolicited pictures of his penis. So you. Okay, so what I said was, you have asked me this question in the comment section, I believe. So let me go ahead and let me break this down really quickly for him so that we don't have to deal with this any longer. Blueface, because we're talking about Soulja Boy, not Blueface. I have a video coming on Blueface, but I'm going to give you the skimmy that I've already given everybody else. Blueface has Blueface LLC. That is where his money is going. Not only that, he keeps cash on hand. He is not using any forms of banking system where anybody could go and possibly tap into his funding. So more than likely, his LLC is in a trust, and the trust is over his funds, which means that he technically does not have any assets by the way that he's moving his funds around right now. The same way that Wack tried to do for the game by hiding assets and all of that, Blueface is hiding assets too. And what he needs to do and what he's trying to do is purchase a home before this foreclosure goes through, because once the foreclosure goes through, his credit is going to be shot and he will not be able to buy another home. So that is how Blueface is able to purchase a home when he owes $19.4 million in debt. And see, here's the thing. Because a person owes a debt doesn't mean that they don't have money. I'm quite sure your credit score shows that you owe debt, credit cards, hospital bills, student loans, something like that. And you could probably be anywhere from, I don't know, $60,000 in debt to $100,000 in debt. But just because you're in debt, does that mean that you don't have money? No. So that's how that goes. Now let's get back to what we were watching and what we were doing. So this is the breakdown of the case that we were talking about with Soulja Boy. So yeah, let's play a little bit more and then let's get into it.
You really was trying to make her your live-in wife or your boo thing or something. It was a situationship. It was a paid situationship where it was $500 a week. Shortly after, Jane Doe began an employment relationship. A romantic relationship also developed. I'm not surprised. Okay, but let's continue. Soulja Boy then began to act abusively and violently towards the plaintiff. These abusive acts began on or around January 23rd of 2019. He wanted a concubine, yes, and included numerous instances of physical violence, kicking, throwing, and punching, sexual assaults, spitting on her body, and threats of physical violence and unaliving. Now pause. I gotta take my glasses off for this one. She said spitting on her body. Now let me. I don't like being spit on. And at this point in time, in my eyes, and I'm not judging her, but in my eyes, y'all began this physical relationship, right? And he's paying you $500 a month. We got to see how long she stayed. A week. We got to see how long she stayed with this foolishness, because the foolishness has begun, y'all. Whoo, child. On or about January 23rd of 2019, at approximately, Jane Doe and Soulja Boy were driving in a vehicle. During this drive, Soulja Boy asked Jane Doe to drop him off at his mother's home. Jane Doe was under the impression that Soulja Boy's mother lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and asked Soulja Boy to clarify his request. Soulja Boy quickly became irate with Jane Doe's question. Soulja Boy grabbed Jane Doe and physically pushed Jane Doe out of the vehicle. Jane Doe then had to walk approximately 5 miles from the city of Beverly Hills to Hollywood Boulevard. Now pause. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. You put me out your vehicle? Nah, my bad. You put me out your vehicle? She went back. We know she went back. That would have been it for me.
All right. So that's going to be it for us. So we're going to get into the, get back into all of this. So Henny with a court docs, it's coming. I'm coming with the court docs. So now that we have brushed up on that, we know that she was awarded the $4 million, right? She was awarded $4,252,650. Okay. And she was awarded this, let's see. She has an execution of a money judgment. Okay. The judgment debtor. All right. Now, the amount for the $4 million, $4,252,650 was awarded to her on April 21st of 2025, right? So she went and got this writ of execution, which we all know means that the sheriff is like, you now have authority for us to help you collect your money. So what he owes right now is the $4.2 million plus the writ insurance fee, which is $40, which makes it a total filing fee of $4,252,690. And it's accruing interest every day right here of $1,165.11. All right. Now, she has 2 writs, right? One of the writs of execution is out of Los Angeles, California, which is this one. And the other one, oh, wait, no, that would be, I believe, this one. I don't know which one is out of California. Okay. County of Los Angeles, Santa Monica. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see the difference. That's out of Santa Monica. They're both the same. I don't understand. Something is different on them. Hold on one second. This is for the civil claim. Okay. She has okay, one of them is from Los Angeles and the other one is from Sacramento. Okay, because there's this writ. Now remember, this writ has the highlight on it and this writ does not. Okay, so one of them is out of Sacramento and the other one is out of Los Angeles County. So this is why she has the 2 writs. All right, so with the first one, that directed to Los Angeles, like the sheriffs. And since Soulja Boy lists his home in Malibu, that's in Los Angeles County. So the writ allows them to enforce it in Malibu. And that means that the sheriffs can potentially levy Soulja Boy's bank accounts, his vehicles, his business assets, his personal properties, his real estate located in Los Angeles County. You know that store he got? Yeah. And then the second writ, which is in Sacramento, gives the Sacramento County sheriffs permission and direction for them to be able to go and, you know, cast a wider net for her to be able to get her money, even though Soulja Boy doesn't currently live in Sacramento, but they believe that he has property there. A bank account can be established there, businesses operating there, or anything else that is collectible. It don't matter because he's known to frequent Sacramento. She cast her net wide and said, I'm gonna snatch up every damn thing, everything. You gonna pay me my money. Okay. So no, his property has not been seized as of yet, but this writ gives her permission to be able to collect her money. Okay. A writ is not, and I think I've explained this before, but a writ is, it's not proof that the money has been collected as of yet, but it gives you the right to be able to go after them. And so bank levies, wage garnishments, business levies, vehicle seizures, real estate liens like Blueface's lien, and the sheriffs get this. The sheriffs can sell his assets. Okay. Now, what's important is to understand, just like with Blueface, he's accruing interest every day at the $1,165.11. Well, guess what? If this goes on every week, weekly, Soulja Boy is going to be looking at owing $8,156 a week. Okay, that totals up to $35,000 a month. So she's not playing with him anymore. Now the business ventures. Hold on one second. Let's go here, shall we? Soulja Boy joins the latest wave of rappers to launch his own cannabis brand. Okay. According to pre-sale, Soulja Boy is launching his own cannabis brand called Soulja Exotics with a line of medicinal quality marijuana in partnership with Grizzly Peak. Now, he has this cannabis thing, right? But he also has a retail store. Let's read this, shall we, really quickly? Soulja Boy may not be the first rapper to break into the cannabis industry, but he is the latest hip-hop artist to cash in on the business. According to a press release, Soulja Boy is launching his own cannabis brand called Soulja Exotics, which I just read all of that to y'all, okay? For many rappers, the cannabis industry has become a new avenue of revenue that's getting them more involved in the business. While people like Jay-Z, Wiz Khalifa, and others making moves on behalf of hip-hop and black and brown people, Soulja Boy is forging his own path to better connect with fellow smokers. For years, I've been looking for premium cannabis company to bring my product to market, Soulja Boy said in a statement. Grizzly Peak grows their medicinal quality cannabis indoors in co-fiber, giving it a smooth inhale and exhale. I have so much going on in my head. I use weed to help me relax and function better so I can focus on my music, videos, and other entertainment businesses. After trying many other products, I was convinced that these guys are top growers. So that is his medicinal marijuana. Okay. And then, of course, we know that he has his brand store. So while Soulja Boy is out here to he and ha ha and that blue face, you got your own shit going on, sir. And that all of that's going on with your baby mama is just that, between Blueface and your baby mama. That don't got nothing to do with you, sir. Okay? Oh, Soulja. I guess we could talk about this really quickly before we get off air. So Fineese2Tymes, I know that is somebody that I don't normally talk about, but Fineese2Tymes, he and Shug was out there in Texas, and it looks like Shug may have gotten herself into a little bit of trouble. And Fineese took to his IG page to tell us what they had going on.
Look, check this out, right? So, as about a week and a half ago, Shug had a warrant, right? Her PO called her in to come take a piss test. You know, she ain't doing no smoking and shit. Don't y'all know these folks that piss test her for liquor, violated her, and gave her a $750,000 bond. $750,000 down in Tyler, Texas. I'm letting you know now. Don't never go down through that motherfucker. Don't go down there to spend your money. Don't get nothing built down there.
All right. So that was what Fineese had to say about Shug being arrested. Now, some of y'all might be did y'all see that? Did y'all see the video? I don't even know if y'all was able to see the video. Did y'all? Oh, y'all did see the video. Okay. So let me tell y'all. The video stopped. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Okay, they are tripping right now with me. Okay, here we go.
Look, check this out, right? So, as about a week and a half ago, Shug had a warrant, right? Her PO called her in to come take a piss test. You know, she ain't doing no smoking and shit. Don't y'all know these folks that piss test her for liquor, violated her, and gave her a $750,000 bond. $750,000 down in Tyler, Texas. I'm letting you know now. Don't never go down through that motherfucker. Don't go down there to spend your money. Don't get nothing built down there. Don't buy no property. Don't do none of this shit. Your ass going to jail. And get what? They kicked me out the courtroom for smiling. Y'all know how I might do this sometimes with my teeth. They say, hey, the fella right there on the front row, make him get out the courtroom and walk me up out that motherfucker. I can't make this shit up, but look, we don't know where to get my dog, though. Man don't sit. Yeah, man don't sit. Man don't sit down. This is what's going on. Yeah, man don't sit down. You know what's up.
Okay. So the video stopped, just so y'all know. All right. So let's get into it. So if you're wondering what it was, where did it go? I just had it. God dang it. Shit. I hate when that happens. All right. Hold on one second. I'm going to get it back. Let me get it back. Right here. Okay. So back in 2025, let me get it up on the screen for y'all. Hold on. Hey. Okay. Is this it? Is this the one? Yep, that's the one. All right. So back in 2025, Shug caught a second-degree felony, okay, for possession of a controlled substance. And that was in September of 2025, last year. Okay, so as you heard, she's on probation. If you have not seen the videos of the two of them, she has a big old ankle bracelet on her ankle. Okay, so she's on house arrest and all of that stuff. Now, let me get this here. Is that the same thing? I'm looking. Hold on, y'all. I want to make sure I'm not pulling the same thing up. That says 33. Okay, so I think I did pull the same thing up twice. I was about to confuse my fool self. All right. So here you can see she was booked on 7/1. All right. And he did bond her out. But what's crazy to me is that he's saying that she had a warrant out. Now, wait a minute, because I think I skipped over the warrant. Hold on. No, this is not what I need. Not doing that one right now. I'm doing this one. No, this isn't the warrant. But either way, Shug was picked up and he went and got her out. He bonded her out. She is out. Let me see if he posted her. Hold on, I'm pulling him up right now. I wasn't going to talk about him, so bear with me. I was going to hold until tomorrow for this one, but no, he didn't post her, but he bonded Shug out. So Shug is out right now. But it's crazy the way that they set that up, right? Like, oh, y'all got a warrant for her arrest, so y'all call her in to piss test her, and then y'all take her into custody. But those are the tricks that they that's why I said she got another warrant. Yeah, Scorpio vibes. Yep. Wack is walking soulless demonic. He's a walking soulless demonic demon. Absolutely. I agree with that 1000%. So shout out to Shug and, Finesse. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like them. I do. I just don't talk about them often. But you guys, that's going to do it for this edition of the Pour Up. I hope that you guys were thoroughly entertained. That's how they do the informants in Miami, arrest you for something petty so the streets don't think nothing of it. In reality, they reporting on the dealers in the hood. Okay, so Swagger, you have a running theory that you believe that Shug and Finesse are informants. I remember him being with Teddy Riley's daughter, dogged her out too. Yes, Soulja Boy absolutely dogged out Teddy Riley's daughter, and they was also on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, so we got to see some of that play out in real time on the cameras. We can't go through this again. We can't go through what again? Well, you guys, were you entertained? Were you not entertained? I'm going to thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in with your girl tonight, chilling with me on the Pour Up. I have enjoyed doing these Pour Ups for y'all. She said, Shug, we can't go through this again. Okay, I know that's right. I hope that everything was entertaining and informative for y'all as it was for me. I've enjoyed spending time and space with y'all. When y'all rest well. What do you say? Okay, chat. We got 2 shows. We got to show our respect and love for real for Miss Henny's content. Oh, thank you. Shout out to the UK. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. When y'all rest well. Peace, everybody.
Because